Right, well, protests in Jerusalem and Tel Aviv overnight over the killing of a reportedly disabled Arab-Israeli man by Israeli border police over the weekend. Activists are calling for justice over the incident, which took place at a violent flashpoint at an East Jerusalem Old City gate. The circumstances which led to the death is being investigated, as Aaron Porras reports.
A heartbroken mother collapsing in the streets of Jerusalem's Old City, carried away after her son was fatally shot by Israeli police. 32-year-old Iyad Halak is said to have had a mental disability like autism. His mother was told that border police thought he was armed, and after Halak failed to follow their orders to stop at the Lion's Gate to the Old City, police began chasing the man on foot before shooting. Halak's father telling media he was on his way to a special needs school where he studied and may have been holding his cell phone, which police mistook as a weapon. A Border Patrol officer is now under house arrest as the case is being investigated. Security is being beefed up at the Temple Mount as the holy site reopens to worshippers today after the coronavirus lockdown. Jerusalem police are worried about potential unrest in response to the killing of Halak, and Palestinian factions are calling the incident a war crime, with Gaza's ruling body Hamas warning of an intifada. The incident comes after a string of terror-related incidents, the latest on Friday. Israeli soldiers thwarting a car ramming attack in the West Bank, shooting the suspect.
And for more, international spokesperson for the Israeli police, Rosenfeld, joins me now. Mickey, a difficult story, of course, for you to be called to the media to report on. We have heard from Hebrew media that there were at least 7 shots fired towards Halak. We know an investigation is looking to determine at what point these shots were fired, whether they were during a foot chase or after Halak took shelter in the garbage room. What can you tell us?
What I can confirm is that in any serious incident case, such as we saw over the weekend, there is a investigation which is taking place by the Ministry of Justice in order to try and understand what took place prior to the incident, as the incident developed, and also, unfortunately, with the tragic results of that man that was unfortunately killed. But the Ministry of Justice is fully responsible for that investigation. Those same officers who were involved are not on duty anymore as of now.
All right, well, I know you're going to continue to point to the investigation that's underway, and we do have to wait for those results, but we know that the police are calling this a rare incident. So what could have happened that would lead the police to believe that Halak was armed if, in fact, he was not?
Well, the report that was given initially and the information that was received is that he was armed, and therefore there was a full response. And as far as they understood at the scene, there was a terrorist attack underway. And let's not forget, our police officers have dealt with hundreds of terrorist attacks in a very sensitive area in and around the Old City. And therefore, our units have to respond to anything and any type of incident that could happen.
Right, and politicians, we've seen at least some, are denouncing the incident. We heard opposition leader Yair Lapid saying that Halak's death is heartbreaking. We know he himself has an autistic daughter. What do you say to that? What do you say to the fact that politicians are in fact weighing in?
I think at this moment in time, we have to be sensitive and understand and wait patiently for the final results of that incident that took place. Of course, the final result is tragic, and it shouldn't have happened like that. When there are terrorist attacks, our response is absolutely rapid, and our units only open fire when they're in a life-threatening situation. So we're going to have to wait patiently and, of course, wait for the results.
All right, Rosenfeld, thank you for that insight.